Welcome back to the All-Star Classic. There you see the scoreboard. East Coast taking game number 1. Now we're gearing up for game number 2. It's going to be capture the flag on Heretic, but let's meet our lineups. On the red team, we got Walshy, Fear Itself, Lunchbox, and Cloud. On the blue team, you see Enable getting his headset ready. And of course, their coach, Towie, he'll be there all game long. Cloud, 6 and 16. He had 16 assists. His teammates stealing all of his kills. But let's check out the East Coast now. We got Hines. Richie Hines sitting in seat number 1. At seat number 2, I got your Pistola. He just went hugely positive. And Nabel, he's getting ready to go. And then, of course, at the end here, we got the man, the myth, the Michael Chavez, Flame Sword, ready to party. And it looks like Code Red, the ref, talking to Bravo, getting some pregame strat down, huh?
Yeah, they sometimes need it during these games.
All right, so here we go. The ref checking on all of the headsets, making sure everyone's ready to go here. Prediction in game 2, guys. Capture the flag, Heretic. And you could definitely see that they changed up the lineups using a lot of sniper power there for Narrows. On this one, you see a lot of guys with solid battle rifles and support.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to look for on CTF MIDI, but we're going to see the reunion of Pistola and Hines, and both of these players are incredible on Heretic. So I think the East is going to walk away with this, and that's not even being biased.
I'm a little surprised with the West Coast strategy here. I figured Roy would be out here for the midship type games. We'll see how it pays out for him.
Tally, did you make these lineups? Yeah, he's shaking his head. Tally, he's the one to blame if they lose. If not, he's the one who gets all the credit here. Bravo, he set the lineups there for the East Coast. Looks like players, you guys ready to go? I see thumbs up between Pistola and Hines over there. And Walshy, Granddaddy, he's ready to perform here. I was talking to him earlier. He was watching some Halo Reach action at the Combine Finals. He's telling me we're ready to game this weekend. Walshy never not been in an All-Star Classic. One of the biggest, I guess, heroes in the MLG world. Yeah, lots of fans. I think he had like 4,000 votes. Anyway, here we go. Capture the flag on Heretic, guys. In CTF, it's the first team to cap 5 times. You're going to see a whole lot of battle rifling, and look for teams to use the sword here because it's the All-Star Classic, and the sword looks awesome.
It does make a cool noise when you slice someone.
And we're jumping on board with Mikey Chavez, who eats a plasma grenade to start this game. Let's stay on board with Flame Sword. You want to hang out with him?
Yeah, I'm down to hang out with some Flame Sword. He's a great vocal leader.
Now, during the commercial, they were asking, who do you want to come out on? You guys both said Flame Sword. Why?
1, he's a great vocal leader, and 2, he's just so consistent with his gameplay. A lot of people don't give him the credit he deserves. He never makes a mistake.
It seems like that. And plus, his team did incredibly well at the LAN. 16 LAN leading up to this event. I want to see what he's done to improve his game individually.
All 4 members were down momentarily there for West Coast. I almost said instant because Cloud was fighting. Now we got Flame Sword from Status Quo making his way top middle to help support a flag run here.
And this is a great route. He's right behind him. He's got him pinched in. He's going to weaken a lot of them. Now back out or just continue to challenge because it's the All-Star Classic and get a kill.
There you go. Cleans up the kill on Lunchbox. Starts one on Walshy. And once again, you got 3 down here for the West Coast. And the flag is pulling a killing spree already from the little angry man. That's Enable. Check him out running the flag top. Carbine here. You're allowed to giggle. And now he's running it to the side. What do you got there, Scott? What are you pointing at?
I was telling Chris to come in with something on Enable because I know he loves the guy.
Yeah, I mean, I love watching this kid play. I mean, he was a relatively unknown player actually coming into the season, and he's just proved that he belongs in this league. He's been playing incredible all season long. I love his shot.
It is incredible. Flame Sword was actually moving a flag over on Carbine's side, but Lunchbox and friends are going to get the return. Lunchbox and Fear Itself combining the double team Enable there. 3 down once again, though, for the West Coast. Seems like East Coast is winning a lot of these slaying battles.
Yeah, and you know, that's kind of surprising based on the fact that when you look at the West Coast, they have so much individual talent, but the East Coast just has so much better teamwork. When you look at them, they're just all fundamental players.
Well, we got to go to Walshy after that play. Getting up behind Flame Sword, rocking the beatdown. He was going to be taken out, but let's stay on board with Walshy. His shot is on right now.
Yeah, I'm actually going to disagree with you a little bit here, Scott. I think the players on the East Coast, especially Pistola, Hines, and Enable, and Flame Sword, they all have great BRs, at least comparable to all the players on the West Coast.
Check out the insta-explode from Walshy, taking down Shields, almost getting the kill. There he's in perfect position for the cleanup. Walshy playing well in the Classic as always, and Enable comes right back with the insta-explode of his own.
We're going to be seeing a lot of crazy plays like that, Chris. This is where a lot of players love to show off any little things they've added to their game, or a lot of stuff that they don't feel like not comfortable doing in a real game, they're going to try here.
And for those of you guys unfamiliar with the instant explodes in Halo 3, why it's so impressive is because you have to throw a grenade, bounce it off a wall so that the grenade is a little bit delayed on its explosion, and then before it explodes you throw a second one and hope that you got the angle perfectly as it launches the second grenade into your opponent's face and it blows up instantly.
And Walshy pretty much was the father of that move. He's been doing it since Halo 1. Yeah.
Granddaddy. And Lunchbox, he's got a flag at the East Coast base, but East already put in flag number 2.
All right, if Lunchbox loses this battle, Flame Sword has the sword. And some say his sword's flames.
He just got stuck on the mouth. Good thing we didn't go to him. Good job, Genius. We got the flag running in Lunchbox's hands. Genius is like 1,000 times smarter than you when it comes to picking screens.
I don't know why.
And Genius wins 2-1 as you see West Coast get up on the board.
Right now, you can see West Coast establishing a little dominance on the map. This team, I'm sure, if you start giving them control of the map, they're going to start to dominate. We're talking about a ton of Slayers on this West Coast roster.
Yeah, I like it. You kind of got Walshy and Lunchbox who are running objective, and then you got Cloud and Fear itself kind of doing some pushes. And it looks like Cloud and Fear itself are going to be kind of the fullbacks here. And you're just going to see Walshy always on the flank so far.
Yeah, and Walshy's going to do that. He's just found his home on this team already. He knows where he fits in. Walshy been on so many different teams. He's such a diverse player. He's able to adjust instantly.
That's so true. We got a Naval with the sword right here going crazy, but ends up dying.
Oh, and Pistola goes down as Lunchbox again with the clutch flag return. He tosses a flag out bottom middle. This kid, one of the best when it comes to objective. Nothing to follow that up with, guys? Really?
Yeah, I looked at him. I looked at Chris, and then he just kind of gave me a blank look, and I said, okay.
Whatever.
He definitely is. An underrated objective player, I would say, compared to a lot of players in the league. The reason Instinct does so much objective is because of Lunchbox, but he never seems to get the credit for it.
And there you see he has a solid battle rifle to go with those objective skills as well. Going for some long-range shots on Pistola. Pistola and Hives, the former teammates, chilling together in P2, and Lunchbox with the perfect angle, cleaning up the kill on Hines and putting more shots on Pistola, allowing Cloud to get the kill.
Yeah, he did a great job right there at being the anchor. Now he's going to wait to see where they're going to spawn, and if they spawn under the base, he's pulling this flag carbine side.
Whoop. Checking pink, doesn't see anything. 2 teammates go down. And now you got Fear itself pushing for the flag. Lunchbox is hunting for someone who doesn't seem to exist.
Yeah, he's been searching around the other team's base for a good 15 to 20 seconds here. But he got back into a nice position, pink 2.
Once again, the long-range shots from him so solid. He and Roy, such steady battle rifles when they shoot.
Must be something in the genes.
Lunchbox pushing down low, cleans up the kill on Flame Sword. Finally going to be taken down underneath the East Coast base. And let's go check out Enable when we get a chance. Right now you're jumping on board with I Got Your Pistol from the East Coast lineup. Final boss member, staying alive. And guys, you rank this guy as your number 2 Pure Slayer. Chris, you ranked him as your number 1.
I mean, the kid is just a wrecking crew. One-man wrecking crew running around the map. He always seems to find himself behind the other team. I don't know how he does it, but he's just always getting kills.
The thing that always used to annoy me about playing against him is you never know where he's going to be. And then when you spot him, if there's a wall he can run away, he's going to get behind that wall, and he's going to end up killing you somehow. It's the most frustrating thing in the world playing against him.
Not only does he get away, he comes back and kills you later. It just rubbing some salt in the wound. Almost picking up the kill as Enable going for the double. Tried to run the flag, but Walshy came off the respawn. That's an easy return as the West Coast trying to establish dominance over on car side, it looks like.
It's the interesting strat. We saw Triggers Down doing it during the last event. Well, Instinct and FB were more controlling the pink side. But it's interesting to see how these players are all going to play together, what type of strategies they're going to use on these maps.
Not a whole lot of flags so far. We're about 7 minutes in. You got Walshy sitting here at car 2. Cloud sitting in the base while Fear itself is car 3. And Lunchbox coming off the respawn. So big double kill out of Fear itself. He's looking for the triple in P2. Walshy, knowing that Fear has got the top middle lockdown, is going to go for a flag.
Yeah, that's the plays you're looking for. Those are the heads-up plays that separate the pros from the Joes. That right there is going to give them this cap.
Hopefully.
For sure. They're all dead.
Fear itself going off bottom middle. He's been alive. He had no shield top middle, dropped bottom middle, picked up another kill, and Walshy walks that one in. 2-2, it's tied up. West Coast with 2 straight flag caps, and Walshy making his way up to pink 2.
One of the reasons, Chris, I don't